I'm Jaclyn Ringstmeier with the Greater Medina Chamber of Commerce, and we're here today with Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, and we are at the main branch of the Medina County District Library, and our guest today is Lauren. And Lauren, tell us a little bit about what you get to do and oversee here at the library.
All right. Well, I am the manager of the Family History and Learning Center. We're located on the second floor of Medina Library, and we have kind of three elements to what we have here. We have the Makerspace that we're in right now, and we're going to talk about more today. Then we also have our family history collection and local history collection. And then we also have our digital lab, which has equipment where people can convert their home movies and photos to be digital in order to save and preserve those.
Perfect. And how long have you been with the library?
I've been with the library for about 4.5 years now.
Great.
And I've previously worked in libraries in South Bend, Indiana, and in Stark County for a little bit. Before that, I worked at the Canton Museum of Art.
Oh, very interesting.
Where I was the Education and Technology Manager. So
perfect.
All those things kind of feed into this job. We got a lot of creativity, a lot of technology, and a lot of learning happening here.
And we're very lucky to have you here because you are the resident expert on all of those areas that you referenced. And today we're going to focus mostly on the Makerspace because there is so much involved in it. But we'll do a brief overview of the other areas too, because why not, right?
Exactly.
Right. So tell me, what goes on in this Makerspace?
So in the Makerspace, it's open to anybody in the community. You just set up an appointment. And we have different devices for people to come in and use to create whatever project they want to make. So free to use, you just got to bring your materials is mostly what happens for that.
Do I need a library card?
Don't even need a library card. So we do ask to view a driver's license or state ID. And there is a user agreement to complete to just kind of learn the rules of the space and things like that. But nope, library card not necessary.
Interesting. But I can make my appointment online.
Actually, you're going to give us a call. For that.
It's probably better for some details.
Yes,
correct?
That's right. So we can get a little sense of what you want to make, so we can make some recommendations about what you might need. We can make sure that whichever staff member is here is the expert that can help you with that project, and to make sure that we've got the appropriate time to train you and help you through the process.
So tell me, what am I going to make in this space?
You have so many choices.
Really?
Yes. So right now we're even just standing in front of the embroidery machine is just one of our sewing devices here. There's also a sewing machine and a serger. In front of us here there is a Cricut for die cutting, which
so popular.
Yes, works great for scrapbooking. We also have a lot of people that use it to cut vinyl, which they can then use our t-shirt press to make their own custom shirts. It also can cut it's like infusible ink, so you can make custom mugs in our mug press.
Interesting.
And then other things that we have a laser engraver that's extremely popular. There's a 3D printer. You can make some buttons while you're here. There's a few little metal stamps for jewelry
make your own little flair, right?
That's right.
I love that.
There's quite a range. We also have, in another section, that we have a large format printer, and so in this room we've got grommets that if you need to trim that banner that you print or add grommets to it, you can do that here too.
And I know that's popular amongst the business community for low cost banner for events or store openings, you name it.
And plus just fun, if you've got a graduation or birthday coming up, we get lots of requests to print for that.
Because it's super low cost.
That's right. Really, we're just covering our materials here at the library.
Absolutely. So have you made some personal items here? What has been your biggest adventure in the Makerspace?
Oh, I spend a lot of time with the embroidery machine, so that sometimes gets incorporated into quilts and other projects. But each staff member, we all kind of have our thing that we're expert in, and there's definitely some samples that we can take a look at too. So kind of our most recent team adventure was that we were laser engraving pumpkins.
Laser engraving pumpkins.
So,
fun.
So if you need to, up your
Halloween game.
That's right. We got some options for that here.
I like that. Well, why don't we show off some of the equipment? Okay, we're about to dive into an embroidery project, correct? Yes. I'm very excited about this. What are we making?
So this is just kind of a little dish towel for your kitchen.
Looks like a little tea towel.
If
very trendy for gifts.
Yes, exactly. If you want to customize something, this is a perfect opportunity for that.
Okay, perfect.
So for people who want to set up an appointment to use this, you have to bring your material. It does need a stabilizer.
Okay.
And then you have to bring your embroidery thread, which there is a certain weight thread for that.
But that's all the stuff when they call to set the appointment.
Right.
You'll walk them through so
Yep.
they know full well what to expect when they get here.
And there's information about that on our website too.
Perfect.
So it's mcdl.info/makerspace.
Love it.
And every device in this room has a little handout that goes with it. It's going to tell you what you need to bring, what we provide in terms of extra tools, might have some little links for, initial training to
Right.
get you started. So that's a really great resource for that.
And the great news is, though, you're not alone when you're in the Makerspace.
That's right. Yes. No,
Nothing can go that horribly awry.
That's right. I think we have kind of the kindest, most patient staff here.
Absolutely.
And they are definitely willing to work with you to, try to help you realize whatever your vision is.
They get excited for their projects.
They do.
Yeah, they want to see
Yep.
success. Okay,
Exactly.
let's fire this thing up.
All right. And just to explain a little bit, so we do have our material is loaded into the hoop here. We've got the machine threaded, and we've set our design on the screen. And so once we get that set, just gonna put our foot down. Button turns green for go. We're gonna hit start.
And away she goes.
That's right.
So, Lauren, I wanted to meet our little skeleton friend
Yes.
over here. He's adorable. And then you were telling me the 3D printer, a little bit different of a process,
That's
correct?
right.
Okay, walk me through it.
So rather than patrons using this directly, because a lot of these take many hours to print.
I know, but they're so cute.
They are. So what we have people do is that you would email us the file
Okay.
that you want printed. And then you would actually tell us which color of filament you want it printed in. There's a little cost based on the weight of it.
Sure, for the materials.
Exactly. We'll give you an estimate for that. And then, when your turn is up, we'll start it printing for you. We just email you when it's ready for pickup, and you can actually pay right online. Right now we have
perfect.
payment through PayPal even.
Perfect.
So
How much time does a little guy like that
he
take?
took just a few hours. We've had some projects though that have taken close to 2 days.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay, and I think we are going to go look at some examples.
Yeah, we have a few other examples for
Perfect.
that and other things that have been made here.
Okay. So Lauren, once again, you said you oversee 3 areas in the library. We've got the Family History and Learning Center, Digital Lab, and Makerspace, correct?
That's correct, yes.
And you were telling me all of this is made possible through a very generous gift.
Yes, that's right.
So tell me more about that.
So yes, Virginia Wheeler Martin, she was raised in Medina, and she, went to move abroad, and she lived in San Diego, out of the area for
Okay.
quite some time. But her, home
Medina
for her
is
was
home.
always Medina.
Yeah.
Yes. So when she passed away, her plans included this donation to the library to help create the whole Family History and Learning Center.
That's amazing.
It is.
Can you give me the 60-second bio on
Sure,
Virginia?
she's pretty fascinating. So, like I said, she was raised in Medina, graduated from Medina High School. She went on to college then, studied painting and illustration and got a BFA in that.
Okay.
She's also Medina's first flight attendant.
I love that.
She traveled with American Airlines for quite some time.
In the glory days of air
That's
travel, right?
Yes, exactly. She married a captain in the Navy, and they settled in San Diego then, which they did not have any children, but they certainly had pets that they loved and a love of animals. So she was really connected with the San Diego Zoo. But ultimately then, after her husband passed away, she'd always come back to Medina annually, and this is, like we said, Medina is home.
Right,
So
and we are so grateful for it.
that's right.
So Lauren, this was as fun as I thought that it would be,
Good.
and we barely even scratched the surface of what you have here. So I hope that you will allow us to come back and take an even deeper dive someday.
Absolutely.
Remind everybody, all the viewers, how do they use this space?
So probably the best way to get in touch with us you can just give us a phone call.
Perfect.
330-725-0588, and our extension is 5017. That will get myself or any of our staff members here who can answer your questions.
Perfect. And lots of information online still too.
That's right. If you go to mcdl.info/makerspace, that's another way you can get a list of everything that's available and some information about all of those devices.
Perfect.
You're also welcome to email us.
Love it.
That would be makerspace@mcdl.info.
Perfect. Again, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Armstrong is proud to partner with the Greater Medina Chamber of Commerce to produce the Business as Usual series. As a dedicated member of the Greater Medina Chamber of Commerce, Armstrong supports local businesses while promoting the Chamber and its mission to prospective members. Watch Armstrong Neighborhood Channel on Channel 100 or visit Armstrong Neighborhood Channel on YouTube for all the latest episodes.